and today I'm answering the question that stemmed from my Monday session where we focused on selling on Amazon, selling books or anything you want to sell on Amazon. And today I'm answering the question, how much do you pay? Like, what are the fees? Like, how much does it cost to sell on Amazon? I'm going to focus on becoming an Amazon seller and what the fees are. What are the hidden costs? What do you need to know outside of your own investments? You know, your inventory, the stock you're buying. What else do you need to know that you're going to have to pay in order to sell on Amazon? That's what we're going to talk about today. And hello, how are you doing? This is your Power Echo Show with Julie Kalungi at the helm of the show. We are talking about what does it cost? How much do you have to pay in order to sell on Amazon? Whatever you need to sell. You could be selling hoodies, you could be selling cups, you could be selling bin bags, you could be selling lights, you could be selling hair extensions, you could be selling books. We talked about books in general because I started on Amazon as a seller, as a publisher. So we focused on books because that's the area I know best. But I also know about selling other stuff on Amazon, if you know what I mean. So if you are new to this platform, let's just get that light back on, shall we? Is it, yeah, does it help? Yeah, a little bit. It helps a little bit. So we're going to leave it on. Anyway, so I am literally going to answer the question today. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below on Facebook, because I am doing this Zoom in order to do a demo for you, in order to show you my screen. Okay, so we are going to focus on how much does it cost really to actually get started selling on Amazon. And if you're new to selling on Amazon, pop on over to the Monday live video I did on Monday. If you go to KalungiGroup, my Facebook page, please do like the page and then click on videos, and it's the top video. It should be the first video you will see because it's the newest video next to this one, which is going to then come and take over that space. You will find that it's the video that I did last, and you can get an idea what you need to do, especially if you want to get into selling books on Amazon. But you could be selling anything. But now I've got a question that stemmed from that Monday live that asked, how much does it cost to sell on Amazon? Now, for those of you that are new to this platform, my name is Julie Kalungi. I am the Chief Operating Officer of KalungiGroup and CEO of KWeb Social Designs, a digital marketing agency. I believe in multiple streams of income, and I also believe in the digital space that's here to stay. And if you are still wondering what you should be doing with your life while there are lockdowns left, right, and center, or you're on 0 hours, or you're a temp and you're not getting that many hours, you could start doing something about your finances by starting selling something on Amazon. And I'm walking you through the process. In the next couple of months, I'm going to focus on Amazon. Then maybe we'll get back to Pinterest, because Pinterest is the quickest way to drive traffic to your Amazon store. I promise you that. Now, figuring out, if you're new to this platform, hi, high five. And if you are a repeat visitor, I appreciate you. This is my vote of confidence. Please go. My vote of gratitude. My vote of gratitude goes out to you. Please do share this live with somebody. Let other people get to know, and let other people get to understand what they can get while working from home, or while at home looking after your babies, looking after your elderly parents, or just waiting for this whole situation to calm down and you can get on with your career. Figuring out what to sell, the price, the items is extremely important in the bottom dollar you're gonna get. Determining what the price of your product will be is very, very important. And it's important to know whether you're going to make money with your Amazon business. Now, I'm going to tell you what you're going to be paying. Then the other. If you be patient. Okay, sorry. I'm going to share with you what you're going to be spending in terms of costs on Amazon. I'm not talking about the inventory. I'm talking about costs on Amazon to you. And I'm going to focus strictly on Amazon Fulfilled by Amazon, FBA. I'm also going to define for you the difference between FBA and FBM, because some people prefer to be the ones in charge of their customer service, to be the ones in charge of everything, like maybe a bit of a control freak. You could be one of those people, perfectionist, you decide. well, maybe you don't want to give Amazon everything and you want to be dealing with certain things. Either way, you're going to pay certain fees to Amazon if you decide to use Amazon as a marketplace. And so FBA stands for Fulfilled by Amazon, right? FBM stands for Fulfilled by Me. Now we're focusing on Fulfilled by Amazon because in my view, it's easier to, you want to have as little things on your plate as possible when you're new to your business, okay? And FBA gives you more seller fees than FBM, which is Fulfilled by Merchant or Fulfilled by Me. So FBM is Fulfilled by Merchant, which is me, I am the merchant, and that's FBM. Now, when you're calculating what you're going to be charged vis-a-vis what you're selling, the price of your item on Amazon, you need to factor in the fees you're going to pay. Otherwise, you could end up spending the money on inventory and fees and getting very little back, or getting pennies on the dollar, and that's not why you will be starting your business. You want to start a business that actually sustains your lifestyle. So I walk you through the steps, right? When I started out being that control freak that I talked about, right? Where I was the one who wanted to handle everything. I wanted to handle the inventory. I wanted to handle the customer service. I wanted to handle the postage. I wanted to handle all those things. But I'm telling you now, it's really, really, really hard work to be doing all those things when you're new to your business. So let me just do something here and add the information you will need in order to get started with FBA. FBA, Fulfilled by Amazon. So I'm adding the link right now so that you can go ahead and do what you need to do if you don't want to be waiting for the freebie, waiting to watch YouTube videos and all that juice, because it really truly can be a nightmare. Let's put it that way. So we talked about FBA and FBM. When I did my research, I realized that I was carrying the donkey, and I found out that I was actually costing me more doing the mailing and saying that I would do all the mailing without charging the person mailing, because some things were needed way in America. If you have to mail books to the USA, it will cost you a lot more than if you have to mail books down the road. And I didn't like having boxes of books in my house. It really was not what I wanted to do, because you know what these British houses are like. UK houses are not so big. So I didn't have the space, even though we're now extending. Even if I'm extending now, I wouldn't do it. So for me, it was a total brainer to have Amazon handle all that inventory, all that customer care, all that postage and packaging. And so Amazon FBA centers are the place to deliver my inventory. And I'm going to walk you through what the Amazon Selling Bootcamp looks like so you can understand why I am encouraging you to go FBA. Most people selling on Amazon actually use FBA, and I've said this before and I'll say this again if you have not yet heard it and it has not yet sunk into your mind, that retail arbitrage is not something Amazon is encouraging. It's highly discouraging it, and in the US of A, most people who started as retail arbitrage have moved on to FBA in order to not get slapped down by Amazon, so to speak. So a few people prefer to go FBM, but that's not what I'm going to talk about. And if you want to understand more about FBM, you could still go through the FBA course, the Amazon selling course that I'm inviting you to take a look at. But you would actually be handling all the customer care, and you want to be very clear that that's what you want to do. Okay, if you have time and you have space, you definitely should go FBM, Fulfilled by Merchant, because then you have more of your money coming to you and only pay the small FBA fee to Amazon. It's totally up to you. And the way Amazon fee structure work, selling large and heavy items, if that's what you're selling, generally favors Amazon FBM. And in the FBA, you're better off selling smaller items if you're going to make some money. If you're selling small life things, it's better to use FBA, because then you don't have to take those. Then those things can go to the fulfillment center. If you're selling large things like freezers or microwaves or things like that, bigger things, then you might have to find warehousing space, if I may call it that. So that is why I encourage you to understand exactly what you want to do before you start Amazon selling. Now, retail arbitrage, I talked about that last couple of years ago. If you want to know more about that, you're gonna have to go back through my videos. I'm not going to go through that for you again, but definitely I'm focusing on FBA today. The best tools out there for understanding what to sell on Amazon are inside the Amazon Selling Bootcamp. The link is below this video already. Okay, so I'm just gonna double check that link, and again, it's not letting me actually pin it. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to scroll through comments if there are comments on there in order to actually get to what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's some tools that I recommend. I actually did recommend a tool last time that helps you scan items, so you can go ahead and decide whether something is going to be profitable or not. It tells you what else is selling out there and how much they are selling for, and then you determine whether you want to sell the same product, right? And I'm encouraging you to also try a tool that lets you estimate the sales you would make in order to make money over and above your costs, the Amazon seller fees, and it's a calculator which shows the number of sales per month for products that are similar. That way you will have a better idea of the products that you can sell, because sometimes people think that, oh, I'm going to sell such and such on Amazon, and then you find that product is not really selling. So you want to sell something that's selling. You're not going into this as a passion. You're going into this as a pure financial decision. Okay, so let's look at Amazon seller fees, and then I'll give you a quick sneak peek of the Amazon Selling Bootcamp. Okay, so there is the order fulfillment, which the FBA order fulfillment fee, I'm going to quote this to you in dollars, between $2.71 and $5 per unit, depending on the weight of your product. Now, if you're selling books, they're going to weigh your products based on the box of products. Say you have a box that has 10 books, they'll weigh that, and then they'll also weigh the book in itself. They also charge you a monthly storage fee, and they don't charge it per month, that 1st of June to the 30th of June. No, they charge you a 30-day storage fee based on which day of the month you started. So your month starts on the day you started, as opposed to the beginning of the month, which is the first day of the month. And the storage fee is between 30 pence and £2 or £1.80. Now for dollars, that's between 48 pence cents and £2.40 per cubic foot of storage that you need in the fulfillment center. So if you have large boxes, you would be paying a whole lot of money. If you have heavy things you're selling, you would be paying a whole load of fulfillment unit order fees. So the full order fulfillment fees goes per unit weight, and the storage fee goes per cubic foot of what you are going to be storing. And that's why some people decide that they're going to do FBM, or they're going to do retail arbitrage, where they are able to store their own inventory and they don't have to pay Amazon any of these fees. But when you look at it later and you see that your home has become a warehouse, you have nowhere, you can't pass, your living room is no longer a living room, your kids don't have space to play in, especially if you live in UK, or you live in a flat and you don't even have a garden. I have a garden. I could decide to portion off a whole section of my garden, lay down stuff and get tarpaulins and things like that for weather, although in winter still things would get a bit eerie. But really, if you're selling small things, then your cubic footage will not be as large. And then there is the selling on Amazon referral fee. The Amazon referral fee depends on if you choose the professional plan or the individual plan. Okay, because there is a plan where you are selling as a person, and then you could choose to go professional. Okay, so the individual plan on the Amazon FBA, if you're selling less than 50 items per month, or whatever it is you sell, there is no monthly fee. No, it's actually 40 items. I tell a lie. If you're selling less than 40 items per month, there is no fee. And they only charge you 99 cents per item sold. So if your item is 20 quid, they'll take off 99 cents. I'm talking dollars. And so your whatever you make of that item depends on the item category. Now, so if you're FBA and you're selling less than 40 pieces of, say, cups per month, and you're selling each mug 2 quid, Amazon's going to take half of that. Do you know what I mean? So the question will be, does your mug cost 2 cents or 20 cents to create, and to get to the FBA fulfillment center maybe costs 50 cents altogether? You're not going to be paying any of those other fees because you are selling less than 40 of them, but Amazon will still take 99 cents and you'll still make way less than whatever. So 2 quid would be too low for that cup, even if you decided to sell it. So you're better off maybe selling it to 3 to 4 quid if you're going to make any money off it. You know what I'm saying? Even 5 quid. 5 quid in order to make some money off it, and you make sure it is well packaged and everything. Now, if you go for a pro plan, that means you've decided you're going to pay a monthly fee, and you're selling more than 40 items per month, and you're going to pay around $40, which is $39.99 per month, right? And the referral fee then is usually between 6 to 15% of the selling price of the item. So whatever you sell, if you sell an item 10 quid, right? Let's assume that cup is 10 quid, right? You're going to find that they'll take 15% of that. 10% of 10 quid is 1 quid. So 15% is £1.50. That will go straight to Amazon for that cup, right? And the post-sale fee depends on the shipping, weight, and dimensions of that cup, etc. So you can choose to add any of these services if you'd like. If you'd like to actually make your business even easier and pay Amazon a bit more, you could have Amazon label your products. You can have them prepare your product for sale. You could also use their warehouse for long-term storage if your products are not shifting. If you're shifting so many products that you prefer to have a load more inventory in the fulfillment center, then you could be using their warehouse for long-term storage. Then they also can process your customer care, in other words, returns. If people want to have products returned, they handle that return. And they also dispose of damaged inventory. They also remove your inventory for you, or they destroy unsold items, or ship it back to your supplier for a small fee. All these are small fees that you can add to your product if your product is a certain price. That's why inside of the Amazon Selling Bootcamp, we have a recommendation for a minimum amount of price for your product in order to actually make money and still be able to pay these Amazon fees and be able to run a business that's profitable without doing all the running around and headless chicken stuff. So that's why it's essential to have a calculator. You could consider things like Django Scout, but there are other calculators that I share with you inside of the Amazon Selling Bootcamp. So why don't we go inside of the bootcamp and I walk you through the process and I show you exactly what you would get. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you my screen, and you can take a look and you will be able to actually know what I'm talking about when I talk about the bootcamp, and why I am recommending that you consider the bootcamp as a resource for your Amazon selling business, as an investment in your business to get your business profitable super fast. So I'm sure you can see my screen right now, and as you can see, it is a resource for people new to selling on Amazon, the Amazon Seller Bootcamp, right? And it is a resource that will help you selling products, private label products, or even white label, to be honest, with Amazon full FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon. It has been designed with the best techniques, strategies, resources, tools, and programs on Amazon selling and marketing to get you profitable in the next 60 to 90 days, guaranteed. If you don't get profitable in those 60 to 90 days and you've carried out every step I walk you through this process, I promise to refund half of your fees. Why half? Because you'll have gone through the whole thing. You'll have actually gone through and maybe even downloaded the whole course. And you would have to prove to me that you have actually implemented every step in order for the refund to happen. You can actually have a refund within 14 days as per UK law if you're UK based. If you feel that it does not really fulfill your needs, again, you'd have to prove that you did not download any of the content on this platform. Now, we welcome you. We talk about mindset a lot. We love talking about your mindset because we believe everything we do stems from our mind. What you should expect, I walk you through what you should expect from this platform. The modules are short and sharp. They are created for implementation and getting you into action mode for faster results as opposed to teaching mode. Okay, they are designed to get your pipe flowing with products and sales without wasting time, and the steps are designed to quickly be implemented so you don't have to spend all day wondering what to do. So typically expect to set aside 60 minutes a day for your Amazon selling once fully set up. Once fully set up, you only need to spend 1 hour a day. Seriously, if you're using FBA. If you're fulfilled by merchant or fulfilled by me, then you're going to have to do all the packaging, you're going to have to do all the labeling, you're going to have to do all the returns and all that stuff. And like I said, I am all about ease. Typically, you are going to determine what you need. It's up to you. There are several modules, and as you can see, like I said, they are very short videos, 11 minutes, 12 minutes, your foundational basics, product search. We walk through product search. There are downloadables galore. Finding hot selling products in under 10 minutes, and that's 15, but I walk you through the process as well. Finding your white label sellers, that's a little bit longer than what I wanted, but that's because it gives you all the details you need. There are lots of downloadable resources for you to go through. How to do a Google Trend search, you will find out why. And the module 2 is all about finding sellers of your product, finding your first customers and potential reviewers. It's important you do that now and you understand why when you go through the course. Pricing your products, why you need to actually understand what you need to do before you set a price on your product and then realize you're actually not making any money because you're either paying inventory, delivery, and Amazon fees, and at the end of the day you have nothing left over. That's why some people do FBM, but like I said, I don't really recommend if you're new to do FBM. And then I also talk about FBA and FBM, listing your products on Amazon, very short videos to be honest. Look at all those downloadables. Packaging before listing, why, why. I walk you through the process. I show you the types of packaging. I explain why. Getting your UPC, you'll understand what that means if you are an Amazon seller. What goes on the retail box, it's very important that you know. That's a long training because it was necessary. It's a 30-minute training, but you will understand why when you go through it. Okay, otherwise most of them are under 12 minutes for that reason. And then we talk about branding and printing. Why are we talking about printing if you're not selling books? You're going to have to print your labels. You're going to have to print your brand on your product, unless you're going white label, where white label means you sell the product. You're middleman. You're just a traffic driver. You get a product, you're the middleman, you drive traffic to your product, you sell, no need to brand you. But I explained to you why that's not a very smart move inside of the Amazon Selling Bootcamp. If you're US based, I walk you through some processes you need to go through in order to not fall for some shit. Okay, as you can see, there are several things you can go through. All those are videos walking you through the various resources, so you do this at your own pace. There is no rush. You are your own boss, right? You are the boss. Aren't you the boss? You are the boss. Now we are literally still on module 2. Can you imagine that? So that's module 1, module 2, and then you go through what you need to do, product marketing strategies, campaigns, what you need in order to become a brand and make more money, the tools you use, etc., etc. And then product module 3 is all about launching your product and selling. Launching your product and selling. Sales strategies, product launch, it is all about you. And as you can see, it's short, sharp, but very, very essential. Because you did all the preparation in module 2, module 3 is all about selling. And then module 4 is about personal branding. If you want to go down this road, this is where you then talk about your own website, where you create your own landing pages, where you create a way to capture your audience's details so that you can actually sell to them over and over again as a seller. You're a seller. You're a digital seller. Okay, so we talk about personal branding. And there's just one video and it gives you the resources. Then we break it down for you. Module 5 is about your legal responsibilities and selling on Amazon. The people who don't follow these actually fall through. They find that they have a problem. They find that they lose their inventory or even their money. There are some potential legal landing mines. There are things that Amazon won't tell you. So I walk you through all these. And then you have bonuses and you're done. That is your Amazon selling bootcamp. So if you are determined to sell on Amazon, I've just walked you through the Amazon selling bootcamp. The link is below this video. For the price of a handbag or a pair of shoes or a suit, you can actually start a business that will serve your lifestyle. So from what I've shared with you, are you going to consider becoming an Amazon seller, or you're going to sit and twiddle your thumbs and whittle down your savings until you get to a point where you don't even have the resources to invest in anything that will get you moving and changing the trajectory of your finances? The decision is yours. And until Monday, I wish you an amazing weekend. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being with me. I wish you a great, great day.